Use the graph below of f of x to answer each question. First of all, is the graph to the left a function? And the answer is yes. Remember that one of the ways to check is to see if it passes the vertical line test. And some people might be thinking, well, it doesn't pass the vertical line test here. But the thing to notice about this is that this is an open circle at that point, and this is a filled in circle at that point. Open circle means not included. Consequently, that vertical line only touches the graph once, and our graph, therefore, is a function. Then it says, is the graph to the left 1 to 1? And the answer to this question is no. For it to be 1 to 1, it means that the x values cannot repeat, the y values also cannot repeat. Another reason is that it fails the horizontal line test, because that piece of the graph that I just covered with that green line, it touches the graph more than once, and therefore it's not 1 to 1. I'm going to erase those because we need to answer these questions down here, and what we're doing for f of 0 is we're just trying to figure out, well, f of 0, that means f of x, so 0 is x and we get 0. F of negative 2, well, we go to negative 2 and we end up here, and our value coincidentally is negative 2. And it also is going to be coincidence that as we go to f of 2, our point that we're looking at is this particular point, and the y value is 2. Over here to letter f, f of negative 5. So f of negative 5 is here at positive 5. And f of negative 1 is here at negative 1. And f of negative 6, when we go up here to negative 6, we're looking at this open circle point. And what we say is that that does not exist. Because it's an open circle, we don't have a value at that point. Again, I need to erase this work here so that we can come up with the equation of our graph. And on the first part, the left part, what we see is that we have a horizontal line. And if we extended that horizontal line like we did when we were checking for the 1 to 1, is we see that it would cross the y-axis at 5. The equation of that piece is going to be 5. And now we want to know where. So it's nice because it's a segment, and we're going to start at negative 6. That's where our left-hand open circle is. It's the x value, less than x, and then we're going to go to the right-hand open circle in this case, which is negative 2. And because they are both open circles, we don't have any equals in that part of our graph. Negative 6 less than x less than negative 2. We only have an equals when we have a filled-in dot, which is going to come from our next part here. And what we need to know is, well, what is the slope of this line, ray, I should say, to the right? And if we look here, we've got a bunch of points on here. And what we did is we went up 1 to the right 1, up 1 to the right 1, up 1 to the right 1, up 1 to the right 1. So our slope is 1 over 1. Our y-intercept is 0. So when we write our equation, we could say 1x plus 0. No, you don't have to write the plus 0. But what we also want to do is we want to write where we're going to graph, which is what comes after the comma. This one, again, is a ray. So we have a starting point. Our starting point is at negative 2. It's the x value of the filled-in point. And as you notice here, as we go up this graph, what's happening is we're going this direction along the x-axis, which is to the right. So it's going to be greater than or equal to for our equation.